What's going on, guys? NealGuides here, and welcome back to the final part of the analysis versus MaestroSquad. Now, I know that the gameplay changed, and I kind of made these videos earlier. I just want to finish by saying, I made these videos earlier. I had to re-edit them to make them more applicable post-patch, so that's why the whole basic installment got delayed. I was waiting for the updates to come out and seeing if I can give you information which applies, because the gameplay is exactly the same. The only difference is maybe some of the finishing or some of the shots that I did. But I hope you learned a lot. And that's the reason why I got delayed. I know hardly anyone watches this. In comparison to my other videos, I only get a couple of thousand views on this video, but I think it's very important, and I hope you will learn something from this video. Anyway, we're just going to carry on now, straight from when I scored with Jamie Vardy. So I just scored. Carrying on now, and as I said, for me, I don't really part the bus. I don't really defend for my life. I always think that attack's the best form of defense, and that's kind of what I exhibit here. I still try to maintain the attack and maintain the pressure. I get a good chance here just before the closing of the first segment of the extra time. He does very well here. He moves his goalkeeper. I kind of knew I couldn't go to the right hand side because Vardy has no left foot. He's a 3-star weak foot. He had defenders that were going to press me if I did change direction. So I had no other choice but to go near post. Had that been a green shot, probably would have gone in, both pre and post patch. So I get a corner here. It's the same thing. I always pass my corners. I know he's got tall players here. Just watch Mahrez here. As soon as he changes to Mahrez, I just do a simple fake shot to exploit the small area that I see. I see Mertens running late into the box, and I take a shot. And whether it was red or not, it was probably still going to go in, because when you're that close to the goal, it doesn't matter if the shot goes completely out or not even direction aiming, it's still going to go towards goal in some form. So you could maybe argue that maybe the goalkeeper could have saved it, but nevertheless that's the way the game goes, and it's 4-2. And to be honest, I thought now going straight into the second half now, I was thinking I got this game locked down. I thought there was no coming back for him now. So I had to defend kickoff. I knew the game was going to end, and to be honest, I did the offside trap, but I knew there wasn't enough time for him to attack. But I still defended the same way. And I've never seen this in my entire life. Fair play to him, He probably knew that he couldn't do anything else. So he decided, because if he makes a pass to Ronaldo, the game's going to end. So what he does instead, he just takes a shot on goal. Now, I genuinely have never seen this in my entire life. I've never seen this to this day. But I can't work out for the life of me how he done this. But he just did a full power shot with Eusebio. And maybe my goalkeeper just completely messed up, or maybe this is a glitch like pre-patch when it was in January, but I don't know how on earth he scored that. I mean, I'm probably thinking my goalkeeper messed it up. And then I got really worried. So the game should have ended, but obviously he took the shot, so the game didn't end. And 4-3 is back in the game. I mean, I thought the game was done going into the second part, but it ended up that he scored, and the game concludes the first half of extra time. I was pretty annoyed with that. I think that was mainly a goalkeeper error. I don't think it was a glitch. I mean, maybe he did know something, maybe he didn't. I don't know. But I've never seen that before, ever in my entire life. So here, I'm just thinking in my head, what's he gonna do? I mean, obviously now he just needs one goal. Now anything is possible. Yes, 15 minutes in game, which is about a couple of minutes, about 2-3 minutes. To get another goal. Now, if he goes 3 defenders, he can easily get a goal. No doubt about that. So I just go and just check again what formation is he. See what he can change. I look obviously on the sub bench. I see he's still got Martinez and Depay on. I was thinking, he might bring on those players, for extra deck. And I know, for example, he brought Kyle Walker on for Dani Alves. So I was thinking, you can put Kyle Walker as a right mid, and Mahrez can go down to Cam, and he can go to like a 3-4-1-2. So that's why I kind of opted to not go for a 5 defender formation, because I just thought if I maintain the high pressure, if I attack, he's kind of going to be left with no choice. But obviously sometimes you have to prepare for penalties. I knew that I had one sub left. I didn't want an attacking player. It was between Torreira, Rabiot and Paulinho. I brought Paulinho in the end because he can shoot. And that's the main reason why I had him over Torreira. And of course his high work rates. As I said, I wanted to, just bit because Godobio was getting a bit tired. He has high medium, so I thought high would be a bit better for defensive, and also he can attack as well. And if it did come to penalties, at least he's better at taking penalties than Kondogbia. So here it's the same thing again. As you guys know if you watch me, I don't pass around the back. By the way, if you're wondering why I stuttered there, it's just because I just saved the gameplay clip. That's why. But anyway, I know it's 105 minutes. As I said, he's got 15 minutes in game. And I thought, maybe let me try getting a kick-off goal here, which maybe in hindsight was a bad idea. Maybe I should have just passed it around the back and baited him out. But, I see he's still got 4 defenders. He didn't change to a 3-defender formation. So that was a bit weird, and I get a really good chance here. I'm thinking, I get a chance with Griezmann, but he makes a fantastic tackle, completely predicts what I'm going to do. And I get almost the same thing again now. Now, see, in this moment, the most obvious thing to do with Griezmann is do a simple 1-2. I mean, once I receive the ball with Mertens, most people pass it now. Do a simple touch, I would say not outplayed, but he wasn't expecting it, you could say. Now I want to take a touch inwards with Griezmann. I know that Mertens is occupying, I think that's Ferdinand, so I know that he's selecting that player to manually man-mark Mertens. So I know he's going to eventually adopt a goalkeeper movement, because Griezmann's left-footed. He hasn't got a right foot, he's got a 3-star weak foot, so going near post is not really an option. But I want him to think that, so what I do is I deliberately open my body up to the left-hand side. And I don't even remember earlier, but I had a very similar chance and I went near post, and I didn't hit that green. I kind of want to replicate the same thing, but in order to guarantee that he shifts his goalkeeper, I take this step inwards to open my body up, so he thinks for sure I'm going on the far corner, because there's no way he's going to expect me to go near post, especially with Griezmann's weak foot. So I open my body up completely, create the angle, and pure deception in the end. I had to make sure I got this green, and I unleash it into the near post. There's nothing you can really do about this, to be honest. He had to take a punt. If he didn't move the goalkeeper, it would have gone in. Even post patch, it would have been the same principle. That's a clear opportunity to score. If you hit that green post patch, it's still probably going to go in because it's inside the box. And now I'm thinking game done. There's no way on hell that this guy's coming back in 10 minutes, in-game minutes. Unless maybe if he scores kickoff, maybe. But this is where he does the infamous disconnect. Just want to say one thing on this very quickly. It's 109 minutes, yeah. He disconnects at this time. He did the glitch, basically, long story short. If you're smart, you'll understand. But do you think EA is really going to disconnect the game when I'm celebrating, when it's 5-3, when the game is basically done? I'll let you be the judge of that. But it is a known glitch. I'm not going to explain how he does it, but I didn't get the win for it. I don't know if he got the loss for it, I don't know. He put some video up, but I don't think it means anything. So yeah, I would have been 16-0. Didn't end up getting the win for it. Ended up being my apparently draw, or the extra game that I got. But for those that are asking me in the comments, can you explain how the glitch works? I'm not going to do that because I don't want to promote it, because obviously first of all it's illegal, and second of all I don't want people to be doing this. It's not really the most, and that's how this whole video erupted. I didn't intend to make this series. It's only because I posted this on Reddit and I explained how he cheated me out, and then people were asking for proof, and then I made a video, and that's kind of how it all spiraled and how it all started. So it wasn't, for example, like I was just selling out or anything. It was only because someone asked for proof. You can refer to the Reddit post, I'll probably leave that in the description. But that's the video there sorted. I just want to say a massive thank you again for watching the series. It was more, I know, as I said, I only get a couple of thousand views on this series, but I know it's more for the informative purposes rather than for the general entertainment, you could say. But I hope you learned a lot. Most of the things, as I said, can be applied post-patch, so don't worry about that. Most of the goals that he and I both scored were both goals that could be done. I think all of them were in a box, to be honest, so the whole thing's applicable. So don't think, oh, just because you're watching this and whenever you're watching it after the finesse shot patch, it's not applicable. It all is. Everything's exactly the same, except for maybe when I was talking about when he did the first time finesses, maybe that wouldn't have been much of a goalkeeper movement, that I wouldn't have to defend that as well, maybe potentially. But anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any feedback, I would really appreciate it, because when I do further analysis videos, it would help me. that's a team that I have anyway that I use. It was a pretty subpar team, even at that stage. And as I said, I was 16 and 0, or I should have been 16 and 0. But that's the way the cookie crumbled. Anyway, a massive thank you again for your support. If you have any questions, please let me know on Twitter or in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next one.